This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Brooks here. Today we're talking about Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham? Dunham. Something like that. However you want to say it. We all know she's a terrible person. But this past week, Dunham seems to be really breaking down. Quite epically. And it's not just her usual detractors who are pissed now. No, now it seems every side, left, right, and center, are all jumping in on the hate. The hate this gross feminist disaster truly deserves. Let me explain.
Ugh. Just the woman I was looking for.
Hey!
Lena Dunham.
How's it going?
It's going good. I'm just going to ask you 73 completely random questions in a totally unrehearsed fashion.
Absolutely.
So what are you reading over there?
Oh, I'm reading A Florence Diary by Diana Athill. She's almost 99, so that's really exciting.
This recent drama with Dunham started last week, when one of the writers on her show Girls was accused of sexual assault, more specifically, rape. Actress Aurora Perrineau filed sexual assault charges against writer Murray Miller, which included a claim she was raped by her in 2012, when she was only 17 years old, by the way. And coming to Miller's rescue almost immediately, Lena Dunham began to wholeheartedly defend her friend and show's writer. She even released this press statement. While our first instinct is to listen to every woman's story, our insider knowledge of Murray's situation makes us confident that, sadly, this accusation is one of 3% of assault cases that are misreported every year. It is a true shame to add to that number, as outside of Hollywood, women still struggle to be believed. We stand by Murray, and this is all we'll be saying about this issue.
So what's the theme of this room?
Well, we call this the lady room, but really the theme is, queer and feminist resistance and our important foremothers and forefathers.
Okay. Notice a lot of poodles in here, too.
Mm-hmm. We're a pretty poodly household.
This statement, of course, starkly contradicts Dunham's previous stance on rape accusations from this past August. Here's her now infamous tweet on the matter. Things women do lie about. What they ate for lunch. Things women don't lie about. Rape. Well. It appears Lena Dunham thinks a lot differently on this matter, when it's her friend and colleague who gets accused. I guess that's why her statement said this was misreported, which of course is code for, I'm Lena Dunham, I'm a hypocrite. Something like that. And let's keep in mind this whole women don't lie about rape tweet has become a bit of a mantra for modern feminists in their movement. It's kind of Dunham's signature tweet at this point, which she just chose to shit all over. And although Dunham said in her statement this was the last she would speak on this issue, well, it looks like that was more bullshit from her too, because after the controversy of her first statement, she felt the need to release this follow-up. I naively believed it was important to share my perspective on my friend's situation. I now understand that it was absolutely the wrong time to come forward with such a statement, and I am sorry. Under patriarchy, I believe you is essential. Until we are all believed, none of us will be believed. Wow. Just wow. It still surprises me to this day that feminists are still spouting out this patriarchy crap. It's utter nonsense. Lena Dunham is a spoiled rich girl who's gotten everything in her life handed to her by her rich parents and their elitist New York City friends. And then this bitch has the audacity to say she's living in patriarchy? Fucking pathetic. Just goes to show that even the most spoiled and privileged feminists will still yearn for and find a way to be a victim. What a complete joke. And not the funny kind.
What's your favorite hair color that you've ever had?
Neon green.
What's one fashion trend you've tried that you regret the most?
I never needed to wear formal shorts.
In general, when do you feel most beautiful?
When I'm directing.
But the story doesn't end there for Miss Dunham. Things got even worse for this cunt when another writer came out against her, citing Dunham's well-known racism, or, as she aptly dubbed it, her hipster racism. Author Zinzi Clemens, who worked with Dunham on her online publication Lenny Letter, says she has known Dunham since their college years, and that the two share overlapping social circles. During this time, Clemens says she avoided those people like the plague because of their racism, adding, I'd call their strain hipster racism, which typically uses sarcasm as a cover. She then cites her relationship with her editors as the reason she stayed at Lenny until now. But now she says Dunham's reactions to these rape allegations made her want to leave the newsletter for good. She's quoted as saying, as a result of Lena Dunham's statements, I have decided that I will no longer write for Lenny Letter. For all you writers who are outraged about what she did, I encourage you to do the same, especially women of color.
Alright, you're hanging out with Hillary Clinton. What are you guys doing?
We're talking about how to rescue girls and women from global oppression, and we're talking about how to steam and preserve our pantsuits.
The tables sure have turned for Lena Dunham, as they should. The last time we talked about this witch was about a year ago, when she was at her height as a public feminist and media darling. She was also famously one of the celebrities who said they would leave the country if Trump won the election. Yet, unfortunately, she still remains here, to bother us. Maybe these news stories of her hypocrisy and racism will finally push her over the edge. I'd like to see her try to live a life in Canada or maybe Mexico, where there is an actual argument there's a patriarchy. It looks like even former allies of Dunham don't want her here anymore. And if you couple Couple all of this with her waning career. Her girls show, of course, ended in April earlier this year, ended with barely a whimper. People didn't even know it was gone. It had terrible ratings by the end and no one cared for it anymore. Well, between this, her failing career, her failing feminism, and her general unattractiveness, I think it's easy to say Lena Dunham is breaking down. Let's just hope this is for good. We don't need any liberal mechanics coming around trying to fix her up.
Yeah, it's Jack and me.
Oh, that's so funny. How did you meet Jack, by the way?
We met on a blind date.
What's one thing about Jack that only you know?
He's Jewish. That's a big secret.
What do you guys think? Should Lena be crucified for her obvious hypocrisy? This wouldn't be so bad if she wasn't such a big feminist to begin with, and very anti-male and anti-white people. But if you consider that and the fact that she backtracked on always listen and believe, it makes her seem pretty fucking terrible. And what about her supposed racism? What do you think that's all about? I suspect she's the type of feminist who thinks she's trying to help the poor minorities, when really she's just talking down to them, patronizing and infantilizing them, treating them like little children, which I think is very racist and offensive. Comment your thoughts on all this below, and thanks for watching No Bullshit. See y'all next time. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon page if you want to help support the show. The videos will always be free here, but if you have $1 or $2 to spare, it really helps us out. I'm currently getting demonetized on YouTube for about half of my videos, and I'm still getting attacked on Twitter with threats to reveal more private information. So if you are a fan of the show and want to see this thing move forward and continue on to 2018, let's get a few new peeps on the Patreon page. Throw in $1, $2, hell, $5. Skip a coffee once this week. I know you might not be used to donating and Patreoning people on YouTube, but it's really our last resort to keep things running. Plus, I've got lots of fun rewards on my page, like some private pictures, some deleted videos, and even some live streams with supporters that you could be a part of. You can even get a producer's credit on upcoming videos. Finally, we're also hoping to get to our next Patreon goal by the end of the year and make the first ever No Bullshit movie. I've got some amazing ideas for that, which I've been working on recently. So we may be releasing a teaser trailer for it soon to get you guys hyped up. Thanks for your time and thanks for checking that out. And thanks again for watching and supporting the show. Until next time, have a great day, everybody.
Yeah.
One more thing, I want to give a special thanks to these amazing Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. You guys went above and beyond the rest, and I love you so much for it. If anyone else wants to donate or join our Patreon crew, link in the description. Thanks again.